I am forever grateful to be in your presence, and it's a blessing to be here. For those of you that don't know me, I am sincere.
All right, now.
Well, at least I try to be. So listeners can feel my need to release not so sweet soliloquies. Piece by piece, unloading everything I have in me, just so you forget to see the imperfections that fabricate me. Ironic? Well, let me introduce you to Dominique. I see the world from all angles, though angels could argue. I stay lifted with no wings between faith and we. I guess you can say I'm partial. Between the realms of good and evil, I lay on the bed of indecisiveness. I'm far from perfect, but I always give my best. Well, sometimes. Fuck it, when it's worth it. And it's a daily battle choosing which attitude to work with, or which pain not to hurt with, or which person closest to my heart to hurt quick. I guess you can say I'm painfully imperfect. Sometimes I wonder why I was given the gifts that I'm cursed with. God gave me a pen filled with words that I couldn't express emotionally, so he gift-wrapped my heart, placed it on my lips, and called it poetry. Speaking of, they'll listen. So I twist my truth in these metaphors and similes for the listening impaired. Because I believe no one truly cares, or maybe I'm just scared that no one's really listening. Because I'm not always a poet, and useless pens fell within the margins of my faith until I escaped into a wordless wall built off defensive instincts. Are you listening? But those are the least of my vices. I'm a ticking time bomb patiently awaiting destruction at its own survival. When we know there's nothing patient about ticking time and self-destructing, well, it kind of fun surviving. So I proudly walk around smiling while unmentionable tiding keeps rising into the slightest nick since my titanium high, unfolding, exploding into the spirit of the nearest innocence. I can be so vicious, but most know me as the sweetest. And though I'm good company to keep, misery only tends to visit. So I guess you can say we kind of kick it. Even she can't deal with my inhibitions. I'm an imperfect contradiction, this cool, calm hothead that's strong in faith but weak in temptation, with uncried tears that provide useful condensation for clouded judgments like, what's the use of making a joyful noise if you fake it? But then there's this spirit in me that knows there's something worth praising. There's always something worth praising. There's always something worth praising. But I've always had issues with loyalty, see. Most depend on me, so supporting is a norm for me. Until one's loyalty conflicts with other priorities and I become the enemy. But I'm a giver. Perfectly overcommitting to those in need, more or less, until I have nothing left and my stubborn pride refuses to reach for help, so I prematurely blame God for my loneliness. I'm an emotional wreck. Yet this maintenance of calamity comes outwardly expressed as a paradise of peace, only to leave the unknown unaware of the pieces shattered to this once held together masterpiece. But luckily for me, I'm a believer, a hopeful sinner, one that knows God will never forsake me. No matter how unworthy the enemy deems me, I am forever grateful for the peace shed for me on Calvary. See, my Creator crafted these imperfect pieces to fit perfectly amongst a puzzle far more remarkable than you or me. So as I strive for perfection, I pray for serenity, courage, and wisdom to understand that I will never be perfect, but may I be blessed from my specially constructed imperfections. See, my Father makes no mistakes, and that alone lets me know that I have been created purposely and perfect, so that I will never stop striving to be great.